everybody, and welcome to Racing from
Delaware Park.
Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at the races that were run on this Saturday at Delaware Park. And when I say Saturday in Delaware Park, what does that mean? You've learned by now, it never rains on Saturday at Delaware Park. And once again, that held true. Not many Saturdays left. So we see if we can go through another year without a rainy Saturday. Well, we did today. The main track was fast. The turf was firm. And we had 8 races on tap. Just 2 of them on the turf today, 2 sprints, and then the other 6 were on the main track. Hey, tomorrow is my co-host. His birthday. You might have seen him on here a few weeks ago. Will Thomas, celebrating his 24th birthday tomorrow. Will, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. And once again, thanks for helping me do the show here a couple weeks ago. You can watch that show on YouTube. And he tells me there's been quite a few hits on there. A lot of people watching his rise to stardom. All right. Now, Bungie did have a pick today. We'll see how that one did. It's in the 5th race. And now we'll see if he's got one for Monday. Hello, Bungie. Oh, he's talking my ear off. He didn't get a racing form for Monday, so he had to pick it with less than ideal information, but he did pick one. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, I'm listening. All right, I'm listening. Oh, that's the name of the horse. I'm listening. All right, Bungie. Hope you can come up with a good one, and we'll watch Monday and see. But meanwhile, you go away, and we'll watch today's races. All right, first race, one of the few distance races on the card. 1 mile and 70 yards. And here's a look at who was in that first race. There they are, 6 of them. Interesting here, the favorite was the first horse in the first race, which hits so often. In case you don't watch this show a lot, I've pointed out how often number 1 wins the opener. The last horse in post position in the last race wins the last race, and a lot of times number 7 wins the 7th race. Just a coincidence, I know, but it happens quite often. So the favorite to win this first race is the 1 horse. And here's the voice of Delaware Park, John Patrick Curran with the call.
Where's that? And they're off. Social Stranger breaks well, as does Now We Are Free. And up on the outside, ride this train. Those 3 across the track. Standguard settles in the 4th. Up on the outside, drops in buckets, and a sluggish beginning for Mid-Ocean as they make their way into that first turn. And Now We Are Free isn't free, but leads it by about a length now as Social Stranger settles off the leader. Then a gap of over 2 lengths to ride this train. Standguard a length further back with the rail. Then a gap of 3.5 to drop some buckets, and about 9 or 10 more to Mid-Ocean, already way back. Opening quarter goes in 24-2, and it's not been that fast a tempo. On the front end, Now We Are Free by a half. Social Stranger right there, though. 2.5 lengths to ride this train, and Standguard are heads apart. A gap of about 4 lengths to drop some buckets, and way, way back Mid-Ocean seems already to be hopelessly beaten as they make their way down the back stretch. On the front end, Now We Are Free by 3 parts over Social Stranger. Standguard has moved closer in 3rd, then a gap of 2 to ride this train. 2.5 to drops and buckets, and still far back to Mid-Ocean, who's just out for a breeze, it appears. Half in 48-3 as they make their way into the turn. On the front end, Now We Are Free by a half over Social Stranger. Standguard now under a drive. Is a length and a half off that leader. Then a gap of 4 lengths to ride this train, followed by drops and buckets. Round the bend they go. Now We Are Free still leads it by over a length over Standguard and Social Stranger. They went the half in 48-3, the 6 in 13-2 as they turn for home. Now We Are Free still in front by 2 lengths. Standguard and Social Stranger still side by side trying to cut the margin with a furlong to go. Now We Are Free under left-handed encouragement, getting out just a bit there, but still clear of Standguard, who's putting in a late charge. Now We Are Free is not not home yet. Standguard's coming on the outside. Here comes Standguard in the final yards to nail. Now we are free. Social Stranger got...
And how about the favorite did prevail? The first horse in the first race did prevail with a late surge there with Standguard getting up for CC Carol Cedeno, who's in the lead in the jockey standings again. She's been the champion jockey here quite a few years, like 4 out of the last 5, and bidding for another championship here. Tim Ritchie always has his horses ready to go. Scotty Karoom and Tim Ritchie Racing Stables Incorporated, the owner. Even Money Horse paid $4, $2.40, $2.10. Now we are free with Suarez, $4, $2.20. Social Stranger with Pedroza, $2.10. Exacta $12.40. The Try, $19.60. And the Super with the 5, $26.80. And that takes care of all the information you need for race 1. Let's turn the page, and there we see race 2. The 1 and the 1A both scratched, so only no 1 entry, but there was a 2 entry, the 2 and the 2B. And that entry was the favorite. So if you bet on the 2, you've got the 2 and the 2B, 2 horses for the price of 1. And then you had a real long shot, Greta Boo, at 50 to 1. So let's see who wins this 6-furlong sprint in the second race at Delaware on Saturday.
And they're off. Polarization breaks well, as does Patty Max Skirl. They vie for the lead. Up on the outside, it's Our Way to Escape and Trap Play. Greta Boo rushing up with the rail quickly into contention. Here comes Greta Boo challenging Polarization and Patty Max Skirl, those 3 across the track. Trap Play is racing in 4th. Our Way to Escape, Sweet Tandy, and toward the inside, Case Dismissed. They're bunched up only about 5 lengths from front to back as they pass the half-mile marker. Polarization now pulls clear by 3/4 of a length, maybe a length now over Patty Max Skirl. Dropping back a bit, Greta Boo as Trap Play moves past that one, as does Case Dismissed. Then comes Sweet Tandy. Again, Greta Boo's dropping out of it, and Our Way to Escape is the trailer, now passing the other one. A quarter to go, and the entry's looking strong right now. It's Polarization and Case Dismissed moving up toward the inside. Patty Max Skirl on the outside. Far outside, Trap Play. 4 across the track as they hit the top of the turn. Case Dismissed now takes over, begins to draw away by 3 lengths. Looks like the battle is strictly for second, with Trap Play, Patty Max Skirl down on the inside, Sweet Tandy, but it's all Case Dismissed. In front by 4 or 5 lengths, Trap Play getting second, followed by Patty Max Skirl. Then comes Polarization, and for the superfecta, that will be the 5, Sweet Tandy rounding it out.
And it was the entry, part of the entry, winning it, Case Dismissed, who got in on the technicality. I love those. When I can't get my turf race, enough turf racing your 2-year-old, I love those condition claimers where they say, unless the races were for 4,000 or less. And this is what a case. Case Dismissed. This is a race you hadn't one win in 6 months, but this one hadn't won in 6 months, but just won on August the 7th. But it was for 4,000, so it gets in on the technicality. Case Dismissed, ridden with gusto by Augusto Marin for Lucia Garibay, nicely spotted, for AG Racing Stable. That's my wife's initials. I wonder if it's her stable. She didn't tell me about it. I doubt it. $4, $2.40, $2.10. Trap Play, also a technicality, ran second with Louis Rivera, $2.60, $2.40. Patty Max Skirl with Nunez, $4. Exacta, $8. The Try, $26.40. The old 1-2 punch double paid $11.20. The Super with the 5, $43 and a dime. On to the third we go, and only a 5-horse field here as the 5 matter of factor was scratched. So that left this 5 to go. I guess that's a quintet. And the favorite, I don't think I've ever used the word quintet in my life. The favorite of this quintet was the quintet plus 1, the 6, polished steel. So let's watch them go a quintet and a half a furlong at Delaware Park.
And they're off. Poly Steel breaks well toward the outside. Right there, that is Dutch Blitz as they make their way down the back stretch. Poly Steel now opens up about a length and a half. Dutch Blitz toward the inside. I'm a Superstar right alongside. Their heads apart in second and third. Quickly a gap of about 6 lengths further back to moving up on the outside, Emmett Stream, and the trailer is King Dublin. Opening quarter went in 21-2, and your favorite Poly Steel has been setting those fractions. Leads it by about 3.5 lengths. I'm a Superstar racing in a second, followed by Dutch Blitz to the inside. Then a gap of 4.5 to Emmett Stream, and moving up with the rail, King Dublin. They've got a quarter to go, and Poly Steel to catch. Still leads it by a clear 3 lengths over I'm a Superstar. Dutch Blitz rallying from the back of the pack. King Dublin's putting in the run as they head for home. Half went in, 45-2. Poly Steel now trying to hold on, but I'm a Superstar and up on the outside. Here comes King Dublin. I'm a Superstar to the front. King Dublin is bearing down on the outside. It's going to be King Dublin and I'm a Superstar to the wire. King Dublin edging away. I'm a Superstar getting second. Poly Steel faded to third.
And the third race goes to King Dublin for Louis Rivera, Ralph Reviso, and the owner, James Aguilar Juarez. King Dublin pays $15.40, $6.20, and $3.20. I am a Superstar with Betancourt, $4, $2.60. Polished Steel with Cedeno, $2.80. Exacta, $52.60. The try, $149 even. Here's the old Amtrak double. Amtrak double into the eye doctor price. 2-2 double paid $20.20. Vision. And the pick 3 paid $33.50. And there was no superfecta.
Corn.
Yes. Polished Steel was claimed by Bobby Raymond. So that one will be in Bobby's hands next race. As we move to the fourth and back to a 2-turn event, 1 mile and 70 yards. I believe this will be the last distance race on the card. So you get your money's worth here. Scratch the 7. Philly completely. Oh, a big, big, big favorite in here. Race Me Home was 1-5 to take the fourth race. Let's see if it happens.
And they're off. Charging Line appeared to stumble a bit at the break there, but didn't lose much position. For the lead, that's Haynes Fever right alongside Stolen Love up on the outside. Favor Race Me Home is going to be caught 3 wide into that first turn. Down toward the inside, Charging Line will save all the ground, followed by up on the outside, that's Monkey's Metal, and toward the inside, your trailer is Linda's Nakia as they make their way around that first turn. Race Me Home now leads it by about 1.25 lengths over Stolen Love, moving up on the outside of Haynes Fever. Linda's Nakia is 3 wide around that bend, followed by Charging Line and Monkey's Metal. Well grouped field as they straighten away. Opening quarter was a cozy 24-3. Haynes Fever leads it by 3 parts over Race Me Home. Then a gap of 3 lengths further back to Stolen Love, going along in third. 2 more lengths to Linda's Nakia, still with a 3 wide journey as Monkey's Metal rides the rail, and Charging Line in between them. They've got a half mile to go, the opening half in 48-4, and on the front end, it's still Haynes Fever showing the way. Leads it by a length over Stolen Love. Race Me Home's up on the outside, Monkey's Metal toward the inside of Charging Line, who's now beginning to move, and Linda's Nakia's at the back. Still only about 5.5 lengths from front to back with 3/8 to go, and Haynes Fever to catch. Leads it by about 1.5 lengths over the favorite. Race Me Home's under a drive right now, followed by on the inside, Stolen Love will save ground around that turn, it appears, as they hit the top of the stretch. Haynes Fever well off the rail. Up on the outside, Race Me Home, Stolen Love down to the inside. Those 3 all with a shot, but now Race Me Home to the front by about a neck. On the inside, Haynes Fever's trying to battle back. Stolen Love has the rail. Late run from Charging Lion. It's Race Me Home, and Haynes Fever's resurgent on the inside. Haynes Fever now regains the lead over Race Me Home, and Haynes Fever edging away. Race Me Home had to settle for
How
second.
about that? The big favorite could not outrun Haynes Fever with an upset in here for Jose Garcia in the winner's circle, for Rodolfo Sanchez Salomon, for Joanne Schenkel. 26-20, 480 and 320. The big favorite, Race Me Home with Mania, 210. Stolen Love with Pedroza, $3. Exacta 45-20. They try 140.80. Another Amtrak double. 122. 131.20 and an Amtrak pick 3. 222. 96.40. Pick 4. Almost an Amtrak pick 4. No, 12222. 346.60. And the Super with the 1. 136.60.
Claims.
Yes, claim person. Charging Line was claimed by Abel Castellano. Now it's time for the turf. We've waited much too long, as we waited all the way till the 5th race to get to the turf, get the money out of the wallet to make a bet. As well, I did bet those technicality horses in the second, but that doesn't count. Anyway, this was about 5 furlongs on the turf. Scratch the 3 with just a splash, and the 7, Unlimited Upside. This is Bungie's pick today. He liked number 2, John's Promise. Got good odds there, 6-1, but the big favorite was Nautical Nature at 1-2. Here they go on the firm turf, sprinting 5/8 of a mile.
About set. And they're off. Nautical Nature breaks well, goes right for that lead. Baravelli to the inside. John's Promise splitting them. 3 across the track in the early stages. Then a gap of 2 to Tizanoxpo, followed by Perdido Bay. Next in line, that's Devilry, and the trailer is Dramatized. Under a half mile to go as they race into the turn. From the inside, Baravelli sticks a neck in front. Now he's about maybe a half length on the outside. Nautical Nature is right there. John's Promise still splitting them. It's about 3 lengths further back to Tizanoxpo, followed by Perdido Bay, and far back the Dramatized and Devilry at the top of the turn. Nautical Nature on the outside has got a 3-wide journey going, but has about a neck margin on John's Promise. Down toward the inside, Baravelli trying to hang in there. Tizanoxpo rallies in 4th. Furlong to go. Nautical Nature to the front. Tizanoxpo is moving well on the outside. Will take over that second spot, going after the leader, but Nautical Nature has 2 lengths on that one, and Nautical Nature is holding sway. Tizanoxpo getting second, followed by, it's tight for 3rd. Looks like Baravelli outlasting John.
And this time the big favorite did prevail. Nautical Nature, who was bred for the turf. Bungie picked the wrong one, as usual. He's by The Factor out of a Stormy Atlantic mare, so bred both sides for the turf. What an angel. Angel Suarez for Kathleen Damasi, and Houstonic Stables, Pewter Stable, and Derek Brown. $3, $2.40, $2.10. Tizanoxpo with Chappie, $5.20, $5.40. Baravelli was 3rd with Garcia, $4.80. Bungie's horse battled for the lead, tired a bit. Boy, give him another chance next time, I would say. They don't usually win after breaking their maidens. Bungie should have known that. But he was competitive and tired toward the end. Maybe next time. The exact 18-20, the try 103.40. The double 48.60. The pick 3 116 even. And the Super with the 2 215.50.
Claims.
No claim person. There wasn't any claims in this race, but thank you for making me look. All right, on we go to the sixth race. Welsh Gold was scratched, Congress Hall was scratched, and Baby Bam Bam was scratched. The favorite was Emo, number 11 at 9-5. Here's Johnny.
And they're off. Frontier Woman breaks well toward the outside, joined by Emo. Down toward the inside, Premier Justice also racing up there in the third. The Roving Kind gets away in fourth, followed by Indahair. And down toward the inside, that's Susie Soleil. You Got to Be Kitten is next in line. Then a gap of about 4 lengths further back to J Spice and Guilty Lady. They race past the half-mile marker on the front end. It's Emo by a clear 2 over Premier Justice. Nothing further back to Frontier Woman racing in third, followed by the Roving Kind fourth. They quickly spread out. Then a gap of 4 to Indahair and Susie Soleil, followed by You Got to Be Kitten. They're well spread out. Guilty Lady and the trailer is J Spice. Round the bend they race. They're chasing Emo. Frontier Woman is now going head-to-head with that one. Then 2.5 lengths further back to Premier Justice. A gap of 4 to the Roving Kind. The rest appear far out of it as they head for home. Looks like 3 or 4 with a shot. And here comes Frontier Woman to take over from Emo. Leads it by a length. Next in line, Premier Justice, rallying on the outside, will take over second, going after that leader. They've got a furlong to go. Frontier Woman leads it. Premier Justice racing second, Emo to the inside, followed by the Roving Kind. It's Frontier Woman holding on. Frontier Woman will prevail. Premier Justice getting second, followed by Emo and the Roving Kind.
And it was Frontier Woman winning it. One thing I like, you might not know this, but I do talk about the horses in the paddock every race before they run. And sometimes I'll say this horse ran on the turf, but his breeding says she's much better off on the main track. And when I say that and they run well on the main track, I get happy. And this was the case here. This one bred by Pioneer of the Nile, not a good turf sire, but certainly good on the main track. And he proved it today with a nice win. Make a money with a Mania. Raul Mania up for Ian Hemingway and owner Frederick Hetrick III. $9, $463. Premier Justice with Suarez, $443. Emo with Nunez, $260. The Exacta, $35. The Try, $93. The 6-9 double, $19.40. The Pick 3, $80.40. And the Super with the 7, $118.70.
Crimes.
Yes, this time you were one too early. And in fact, the winner, Frontier Woman, was claimed by Greg Compton. And that takes us to the lucky 7th race. And we'll have to see if the 7 wins the 7th. We had the first horse win the first race. Scratch the 1A, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 8. And the favorite was, it was the 7. And it's a hunch. Call Will with Will Thomas's birthday tomorrow. Let's see if this one can get it done.
And they're off. Pretty even start for all. Call Will breaks well, goes right for that lead. Up on the outside, Yeah You. In between horses, that's Wild Wigglin' Jack, followed by, up on the outside, Epic Drama. Scout's Honor is the trailer. From the outside, actually to the inside now, engaging that leader. That is Call Will as they race into the turn with Yeah You. Epic Dramas racing in third as they move into the turn. Wild Wigglin' Jack is right alongside of Scout's Honor with 3/8 to go. Yeah You toward the outside. Call Will on the outside, inside are matching strides. Almost 2 to Epic Drama. Scout's Honor has 4 lengths to make up as they turn for home. Call Will cuts that corner nicely, quickly opens up about 2.5 lengths on Yeah You, followed by Scout's Honor riding the rail, and up on the outside, it's Epic Drama, but Call Will is drawing away. It's all Call Will down the lane. An easy winner for Jeremy Rose. The battle is for second with Scout's Honor on the inside, Epic Drama on the outside.
And number 7, in fact, does win the 7th. And it was the favorite. Call Will by Wilco. It was by Awesome again. Jeremy Rose to the occasion for Mike Catalano Jr. and Bing Cherry Racing Incorporated. 420, 240, 210. Scout's Honor with Cedeno, 280, 220. Epic Drama with Suarez, 240. Exacta 1280, Try 2640. double 2240, pick 3 1860, pick 5 1418.40, and no superfecta. On to the 8th and final field of 9. Let's watch.
And they're off. Sunny Blaze toward the inside, away well, goes for that lead. In between horses, that's Caprivi Strip. Up on the outside, Baytown Glory. Those three across the track. Meet Me at the Wire racing in 4th. Mio Desperado to the outside. Quick Man next in line, followed by Arnina, Leading Empire. And the trailer as they race into the turn is Rangers Coming. They've got just over 3/8 to go. Sunny Blaze, Caprivi Stripper head-to-head. Baytown Glory now once again makes it a trio across the track. Mio Desperado trying to join that threesome, followed by Quick Man, who's on the move and moving nicely in 5th. Toward the inside is Leading Empire. Then comes Rangers Coming. Meet Me at the Wire dropping back. Arnina is the trailer. Top of the turn, Baytown Glory leads the field by almost a length. Caprivi Strip toward the inside. Up on the outside, Mio Desperado far outside. Quick Man putting in a run. They've got a furlong to go, and Baytown Glory spurts to the lead by 4 by 5. They're battling for the balance right now. It's all Baytown Glory in front. Late run from Quick Man on the outside, charging in a second, followed by Sunny Blaze. It is Baytown Glory. Ricardo Chappie winning it by 6. Quick Man getting second. Tight for third with late charging Rangers Coming and Sunny Blaze in that.
It was Baytown Glory, the favorite, winning that one for you. You gotta be happy if you bet on Chappie. Ricardo Chappie for Victor Carrasco Jr., GLA Stable LLC. And the returns 560 and 340 and 240. Quick Man gets up for second with Scampton, 340, 240. Rangers Coming, a big long shot, gets up for third with Chucky Lopez. Chucky's still riding okay with his advanced age. He'll get mad at me for that. 420 to show. The exacta, 1620. The try, 69.80. The final double of the day, 16.60. And the final pick 3 of the day, 33.70. Here's your final pick 4. We only have 2 pick 4s. And this one paid $57.90. And the super with the 2, $151.20. And that, my friends, wraps up the Saturday card at Delaware here on September the 14th. And now we'll see how we do. Saturday is not a great day handle-wise because so many other racetracks are running. But let's take a look and see how we did. Despite the competition, we still managed 586,265. So that'll do it for tonight's show. Don't forget, we run again on Monday. Bungie's horse on Monday is I'm Listening, on the turf. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good night.